Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion I almost said Dandelion Gardening Arts, which is the name of my gardening business. I've been thinking a lot about getting out into the gardens lately, but today it's going to be Dandelion Cottage Design. And this is Marvelous Monday, and I have the finished box that I made here with the Batik Boutique dies. And I also use this beautiful foil DSP on the sides of the box. So here's the lid. And this is all inlaid foil paper. So I've got the silver, gold, and copper papers. So each one of these shapes I cut out 3 times, or in 3 different colors, 4 times each, so that I could get all of these different combinations. And then on the inside of the box, I have it lined with more of that nice foil paper, so it's good and sturdy. And then the ribbon is adhered under the bottom panel to keep that in place. So today, what I thought I would do is make a gift card to go with this box, and I would show you the procedure. Now, what I used with all of these die cuts was the adhesive sheets. So if you want to do something as intricate as this, you might want to get yourself a package of those. I'll show you what that looks like. Adhesive sheets, there are 12 in here. They measure 6 by 12. And basically it is an adhesive sheet that you apply as you would contact paper, and then do your die cutting or whatever it is that you want to do to your paper that you want to adhere down. And when you're ready, you just peel away the backing, and it essentially turns your artwork into a sticker. So these are very nice to have, and I would recommend you have some handy because you never know when you're going to need that. And then I have my box here. This is my scrap box. And this is filled with all of the different things that I used on my project. Here's the stamp set, Batik Boutique, with those amazing dies. And this set is on the last chance list. So if you're interested in getting this, you just have a couple more days. And I will include a host code with a link below so that you can grab yours before they're gone. And if you don't want to wait until the end of the video, just look at the previous video that I did on making this box, and all those links will be there. I also have some ribbon. So this is the beautiful gold ribbon. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that today or not. And I've just got some scraps of the foil, and this has the adhesive back to it. But before I start cutting anything else out, I have my goodie bags that are filled with all sorts of pieces ready to go. So I'm just going to put these to the side because that's what we'll use. And I'll probably use one of these for a background. For this card, I'm going to be using one of the very vanilla note cards. So these, just get this out of here. These come in a set. You get both the note cards and the envelopes. There's 20 to a set, and they are available in both basic white and very vanilla. And all you have to do is fold the card on the score line, and you're ready to go. You're ready to create your decoration. Now, in the die cuts, I have these larger flower shapes. So there's a copper one. There's a gold one. And here is a silver one. And I've got a number of extra pieces. So all I want to do right now is figure out what my basic design is going to be. I also have some leaves. And I've got this, this smaller flower, which I like to use with the bigger flower to make a kind of an ornate flower with a sepal structure underneath. So I like the way that looks. And again, I'll probably want to have an assortment of colors. So I'm going to get all three out. For those of you who don't know, the last chance list is the end of the previous catalog's inventory that's no longer going to be available when the new catalog comes out in April. Or actually May, I think it is. So if you are interested in getting some great deals, if there's a stamp set or dies or paper, anything that you've had your eye on for a while, this is your chance. And they are available only as supplies last, and they go very, very quickly. So don't wait, or you may be disappointed. Okay, so now let's see. I think something like this. The copper color is the dominant color in my box, so I'm going to repeat that. And this fits very nicely on the card like so. So I like that. It's pretty good. And I could leave a little room underneath for a sentiment. Just want to see what else is in here. We've got some other floral designs which are very pretty. But I think I want to stick with the die cut. So I'm going to keep this very simple and just make an arrangement like that. So to do this, I'm going to begin by just loosening some of the inner shapes. And sometimes you can keep them on the adhesive backing, and if you can, it's possible to peel away one piece while leaving the others behind. So I'm just going to see if I can do that. So this is kind of careful work, so you want to go slow. Okay, not all of the pieces are coming out behind, but some of them are. Okay, there we go. Just going to put these aside to use in a different project. Okay, so now I've got my basic shape, and I'm just going to get that situated on there where I want it. You want to make sure that you have your bone folder for this to give these things a good burnishing down. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with these leaves. Just peel that backing away. So I could do it that way too. That might be nice. I think I'll do it that way this time. To make the box, I did spend quite a bit of time assembling it, and I have all of those photo instructions available for you. Anybody who purchases the Batik Boutique bundle using the host code that I posted in the previous video will get the free instructions on how to assemble that box. So if you're interested in recreating that, that's a really nice set of instructions that will help you do that. Alright, so now I'm taking my gold color. So all the foil that I've adhered so far is the copper foil. Now I'm taking the gold and I'm just going to line that up, lay it down carefully, and it fits perfectly right inside there, and it looks beautiful. And it feels really good too. This is one of the beauties of using the dies in the die cutting machine, because in order to do this without those tools would be so, I mean, it's possible. People have done it for hundreds of years, but oh, it would be so hard. And the die cutting machine makes it so easy. So there are my leaves. All right, and now for the flower, let's see. I'm going to need some more gold pieces. So let me see what I've got in my goodie bag here. I want to take this piece here. I'm just going to gently peel that up, and again, hopefully I can leave behind some of these other pieces to use again. Now for the little dots, you are going to need your piercing tool, and I find that the easiest way to pop those out is just to push them right onto your finger. Because they're sticky, they have that adhesive on the back, and then those dots will just stick onto your finger. And you can place your piece. Okay, so there's one. Just doing the same thing with this one. Get a different one. Same thing with the little dots. Just poke those right through. I'm not going to save those. They're just too tiny for me. But they could be fun to sprinkle around as a kind of a background texture. So there's that one. Okay, and I'm going to use the large gold one for the center. And I'm going to try and see if I can poke those long things out and save those. Okay, I got 2 of them. See if I can get the third one. There we go. Just about. Okay, good. I got it. And each of these different shapes also can be used independently of the others for making some really great designs. I did a little bit of that with my previous project as well. Now, for my little tiny pieces here, these 2 little corner pieces, I want to use the silver. Poke out those. Those could be used again. So those I'll save. Get that tucked into place. It's not straight. Let's straighten that out a little bit. There we go. And let's see. I think I'll go back to the gold for these pieces. Now these are the ones that have all those little dots on them. So again, I'm just going to poke those out. And what I did was I selected the very vanilla as a background so that the holes that were left behind once you punch those dots out would make a nice contrast, so that you could really see that design stand out. Okay, so that's how you do that. You can see, there, the light catching on it. It's just beautiful, and it just feels so nice because these foil papers actually do, I believe, have metallics in them, and they just add such a wonderful quality and texture to your cards. Very, very opulent. All right, so those are the basics. Now I'm just going to fill in some of these shapes with some contrasting colors. So for the long, skinny ones here, I'm going to use the silver. So I'm going to see if I can peel that away without taking the backing. There's one. And I think you can see why this adhesive backed sheets make this so easy So you don't have to use any kind of glue, wet glue. And in these little places, I want to add gold. So the same procedure. Just see if I can grab some of these gold shapes. See one that I've already started here. There's one. I have to bring these closer to my eyes so I can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Just slide that into place. And one more. And then the last thing to decide is what to put in these kind of comma shapes here. And I think I'll pick up on the silver again to act as a kind of a highlight. And there it is. All right, so then finally the last thing I want to say is that once you have your large flower designed here, then you can go ahead and take your smaller flower. I'm just going to pop out the inside because I just want for this, I'm trying to keep these all together on the release paper if possible. And I just want to get that outline. So here it comes. Little incy beansy pieces. And I'm just going to line this up. Get that centered. And then use the gold for the outer two. And then I'm going to take the silver for the center. Now for these little tiny ones here, I'm going to put in the gold, but I'm going to do that off camera because I want to be able to get my eyes as close as I can to this so I can see what I'm doing for those little tiny pieces. But I just wanted to share with you how you can make a beautiful metallic inlaid card with this Batik Boutique die set. I think they're really gorgeous, and as you saw, they make for a wonderful box decoration as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful creative week ahead of you. I hope you all take a minute to look at the last chance products from the list. I'll include that link below so that you can go check those out. There's a lot of really great deals on there and a lot of really beautiful stamp sets and dies and other things as well, some punches, some tools. So take a look at that. I'll be back on Wednesday for Watercolor Wednesday. And it's not too late to sign up for the Watercolor Card Club if you'd like to learn more about how you can use watercolor to decorate your cards. And I think that does it for today. So stay well, stay happy, stay creative, and I will see you next time.